Hi everybody, my name is George Markos, and today we'll be cooking with George. And this is from Brothers Deli and Lynn kitchen. So tonight we're gonna make my favorite grocery. Say hello to everybody. Say hello to everybody. Say hi everybody.
Hello.
This is Samara. She's one of my favorite little girls here in the world. And she's going to school, she's a smart kid, and someday she's gonna help us in the cooking. Okay, Samara? Okay?
Yeah.
No? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So you go with mommy now, and I'm gonna cook. If you wanna come back, you can. So now tonight we're gonna make a few things. It's like we always make all kinds of stuff. First of all, I want to wish you to have a happy and a safe summer, and always be healthy to everybody. Now tonight we have this is a flat iron steak. Let me show you. This how it comes like this. It's a technique to it. You think the whole thing is lean and everything, and everybody thinks like you can cut it like this, but it's like a vein in between the meat. So you have to cut it, but it's a delicious steak. It's a little tough, but I got this meat tenderizer. It's very inexpensive. You can buy it and do it, or you can leave it like that. So a couple of days, if you marinate it with a little olive oil, a little vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic, for a day or two, they'll ease you up and it'll be soft. But today we don't have no time to do that, so we're just going to do the meat tenderizer. It's a very tasty steak, a little tough to chew, but I'm telling you, it's very tasty. Now, I got the salmon. We're going to make a nice healthy meal with the poached salmon. Cook it right in the water, so be all healthy. Next one, I've got the hamburger meat here. I'm going to show you. I bought it like this so I can show you how to make a hamburgers from this section over here. Sometimes you can freeze it a little bit, but you don't have to. I'm going to mix it with different items. Now I got some chicken breast over here. We're going to make some grilled chicken. I just got it and I'm going to trim it, so I'll show you how to trim it. We'll make a little potato salad, a little coleslaw. We're going to make some eggs with the steak. That's okay. Right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take those gloves out, use new gloves. Now I want to make some potato salad and coleslaw, and I'm going to make it different than the way I make it from Brothers Deli. Today I'm going to make it with the little carrots, onions, cucumbers, mayonnaise, light on the vinegar, but I'm going to blanch the carrots a little bit. So it should be halfway cooked. I'll show you. So. And they're going to be like part cooked. They're not going to be all the way cooked. So because you want to have a little crunch to it. Always watch your fingers. There's some new knives I bought. So, you know, if you ever use a knife for the first time, just make sure you be careful because you have to get used to it. I already my water boiling, so I save some time. So, okay, now we'll let this go. Start boiling, and then we're going to start making new stuff. Got too many things on the table. I'll throw my stuff out. Right now, I'm going to clean the steak because I'm going to cook first, whatever takes longer time to cook. So the steak, because I'm going to clean it, that's going to take time to cook. And then we're going to do the chicken, and then we're going to do the hamburgers. I'm going to show you now how this flat iron steak is. You see, you think the whole thing is lean? Look at this now. You see how it ended up? See right here, we're going to cut the vein out over here. You got to have a sharp knife to do all that. Because in order to enjoy your steak, you got to clean it, you got to take your time. Because this thing, as much good it looks, will ruin your appetite after you start. When you try to chew it, they won't be able to do it. And you always try not to take all the meat out, just try to save it. Always make sure you have a control of your knife and control of your hands. You see all that? It was right in between. And this steak is like, it's not that expensive, but I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite. I love it because the taste to it. Because I'm not a favorite of filet mignon and stuff like that. I don't like soft steaks. I like it nice and chewy. You see now? So I'm going to put it right here so I can save a little space. Now I'm just going to toast this one. I'm going to show you now. I think I paid like $22 for this thing here. It's like a meat tenderizer. Make sure you always sanitize this very well with bleach after you're done with anything. Run it through soap and water. Then in between, use some bleach, leave it there for a couple of seconds to kill all the bacteria, and then rinse it out and dry it and put it aside for the next time. So when you do tenderize, you go like this, and then you go across. Across. Because if you go one way, you won't be able to tenderize them. You gotta go. As you see, we're going. But you don't go like this because you're gonna break the needles. You just make sure you got enough pressure to get through the meat. Because if you keep doing this, it's gonna be every week. You're gonna have to buy a new tenderizer. You do this as much time as you want. Now we got this piece over here, this big one. So I did. Let me see now why. I'm just gonna get this out. You know, like, you gotta be like a surgeon to take this. You know, everything takes practice. I didn't learn this overnight. I mean, it took me many years to catch up with the stuff. Always going to make sure your cutting board is always secure. Doesn't go nowhere. Always put like let me show you quick. Towel underneath. And make sure your towel is a little damp, little wet, because otherwise it will slide. Just and you can cut corners on this one. You got to go all the way. So you can use this for steak tips, you can use it for anything you like. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this. You can cut it like this as a steak, for steaks. Always be careful. You know, that way it cooks faster. And you don't have to wait all day to say this rare, medium rare. It's very easy to catch up with this. Okay, now we've got this iron steak. And so we're going to prepare all our food, and then we're just going to fly through it with everything. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to trim few chicken breasts here. They're already trimmed, but I like to get them in the way I want it. I'm going to use a new cutting board, but I don't want to start sanitizing this cutting board. So you got to cut the vein right here. Still going to make it, but just got to be careful. Make sure this is solid for you. And another thing is, don't try to pound it right here like this, because there's a lot of juices on chicken breast. And what happens, the juice can spread over the steak. And then if you don't cook it properly in the right temperature, you can get sick. So you want to make a fillets. You always hold on there and ready to go if your knife sleeps. One. And the other way is, you know, to cut yourself, your knife has to be sharp to do your job right. I don't know if I showed you guys before, I have this like shop, and I got it from like $8 to $10 a piece. You buy them, because I have, you know, at the restaurant, I buy them by the case. And I'm telling you, they are very helpful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to marinate the chicken, since we're here now. Get the knife. Just going to move it over for a second. I don't want to touch anything. This, I'm done with this one. Okay, I'm going to marinate the chicken. We have kosher salt. Less you, okay, we have oregano. On the salt, always be careful. You can always add salt at the end. So it's nothing you should be worried about if you season it right. Every other. Okay, this is a little pepper. Okay, we got oregano, salt, pepper. Now, a couple garlic cloves. We're good here. Now, some olive oil. Now we're left with marinated chicken breast. Salt, the kosher salt right there, pepper, oregano, garlic, olive oil, and lemon. As you see what I use, like sea salt or kosher salt. I have it here to show you guys. I mean, because a lot of people just say, we'll use this with that, but you don't see the real picture to it. So now I'm just going to marinate this chicken. So sometimes you got to be careful because there's splashes all over the place. Okay. I'll just leave it there a few minutes to rest. It's better you leave it, and sometimes in order to marinate something, just leave it outside. Don't refrigerate it, because if you refrigerate it, it's going to be like 4 times the amount of time for any meat to marinate, because everything, all the meats, they have like the enzymes, the reds and white cells we're talking about, and when they get warm and another foreign body comes to it, starts boiling. So when it starts boiling, it absorbs all the outside, inside. So that's what they marinate, because from inside, all the outside, the inside. So that's what happens to everybody. When you cut yourself, I mean, you got the white and red cells, they're both fighting. That's why you get this big boom, 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 and then it gets hot because everything's getting together and absorbs together. So now that's what we're going to do with the chicken. If it's a room temperature, marinates better. If it's a refrigerated temperature, we'll refrigerate way later, 2 or 3 hours. But you can't leave it out for too long because it will be contaminated. So that's it. We're going to cook that for a few minutes. We got all this, our stoves on. Now, what I said before, we're going to put the carrots to be part boiled. So just a few more minutes. We're going to take them out, drain them, let them cool, and then we're going to make the potato salad. Now, the next step we're going to do is maybe I'm going to make some steak and eggs. So we're going to use that steak, the flat iron steak. What we can do is like a sandwich. You know what, I like the steak and eggs. Like I can make a nice sandwich. Somebody, you don't mind? You go get me some white bread, please. Tell you, I want a whole loaf of white bread. So I'm going to show you guys the best sandwich you ever had in your life. So let me do this now. I want to see where I'm going to start from. I'm going to shut this carrots off. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain them. Just leave them right here. No. You can bring them here, Samara. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. So now my next step is I want to see all my frying pans. Use olive oil. Are we still good or should I wait?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Now I'm just going to spread a little oil so it won't stick on the pan, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I got the low fire already going. Okay. As well, we should cook everything. Because when you cook food, you gotta have enough food for everybody around you. You can't select who's gonna eat, who's not gonna eat. Everybody's gonna eat. Now, go with the chicken breast. Okay. So move this a little down. Do a little bit. This is the first time I'm using this pen, so I want to see how good they are. So now I'm going to put the salmon in too. So let me move this over. Show you a nice way to have a nice poached salmon. So, nice and healthy way to eat that. And you know, some people, they're allergic to the salmon, which I am, like, and some people, they love it. And I love it too, but I try to stay away from it. I don't know if it's the mercury is too high for it. Something's in the way, so it bothers me. I'm going to wait. I'm going to put the other one afterwards. Okay, so far, I want to see. See how good we're going to be. Okay, that's good. We're going good so far. Go 1, 2, 3. I should do one. I'm going to do one omelette. So far was good. A little more oil. And this is all olive oil. I hope you see it. I make it like a veggie omelette. Like I always say, have control of your knife. It's going to be a veggie omelette. This is our salmon cooking, the steak is cooking. Let me check that. Right now, I'm just going to throw a little salt on the steaks. The chicken should be coming up. You know, the cast iron is the best way to cook chicken breast. We never burn it. Look at this. I brought that. Okay, we got the 2 eggs over here. I'll show you in a minute how we're going to be. I can use the same frying pan. A little olive oil again. And now this is the hash browns you buy at the store. A couple of those here. So this takes about 4 minutes on each side of the chicken to cook. So it's sometimes at first, if you start doing it, first just get a little timer and see if you can work with it. And if you want to just turn them just a little bit so you can get it like a nice crust, like a 9 feet to it. What I'm going going to do, I'm just going to cover this so I can keep the heat down so I can cook the whole thing at once. Chicken breast. If you want them a little crispier, you can make it a little crispier. So now the steak. Thing on this bread, you don't want to have any juice at all. Because you want to have it. Gonna put okay, these are steak and eggs. Now I'm going to start taking the other steaks out. So where was the other steaks? So there's going to be a veggie omelette. I'm going to do a 3-egg veggie omelette. You always make sure one fork is like a blender. Never straight the fork, so like this. Put a little salt, a little pepper, and we're good. Just reduce it by a little bit. Cast iron steak. You know, a good sandwich is only vegetables there. Sometimes I like to use this low-fat mayonnaise. So I just got one of those. That's right. We can use this one. I like to put the lettuce first so we won't get the bread too soggy. I can have one of those, I can have one there. You can do the same thing with the chicken, you can do the same thing with anything. If you like to add more mayonnaise on the top, you can. You have a sandwich here. Look at the other plates. I don't want to use this big of a plate, but you have a nice sandwich here, and you get a pickle. That's a delicious steak sandwich. We're just going to start going over here. All right, we're getting good with the omelet. Steaks are done. And our chicken is almost there. You see, you don't even have to watch it, but you gotta have an eye on it. Otherwise, you mean that cooks on his own. And now, you know what I mean? What I did, I cooked steak there before, right? As you know, the temperature is so high, no bacteria will go through it because I'm cooking the chicken there. But the temperature is so high, it kills everything. Only when the food is raw, that's the only time you got to worry about. I got a little garlic here, a little marinade. Let me throw it over there. Now the garlic is going to burn, but that's all right, it'll be okay. Now the only thing we haven't checked yet is the salmon, which is ready. I like to do this. So I don't like to have any juices. So give it a little more because it's not too solid yet for me to turn it. I'm going to take my salmon out. I hope I have a spatula to do that. Okay, I'm going to use this spoon here. See how easy it was? You know, the only thing you have to know in life, who's making things hard? Most of the stuff is easy to do, as long as you take your time. If you take your time in it, beautiful. If you don't take time, it is going to be hard. So say you have like a piece of salmon now. I don't know if one person can eat this, but it's a big piece of salmon because I always like to serve a lot of food. I don't like to have a halfway plates. Since I have this other piece, I'm going to cook it. So if you want to time this, let's time it so we know what we're doing. Because sometimes I'm so used to doing my work like this. Okay, it's 5:10. Let's see how long it's going to take for the salmon to cook. Got a full heat over here. It's going to start boiling in a minute. I'm going to put the cover on it. Okay, so we're ready to go. Now we're going to see. I told you how you're going to tell if your chicken is good, cooked or not. You bend the chicken like this. It's not ready yet. No? We need another maybe a minute. On the omelet, we're going to put, I think, Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese, we're going to reduce the fire a little bit. And then, what size is that? I cover like this so I can melt the cheese. Make sure, yeah. So we'll say 5:10, okay. So some of the pieces, they're a little bigger, so. Chicken is done. Okay, the chicken is done. I'm going to take one of the steaks off my birria. So let's take that out. We got this other chicken here. Shut that off for a second. I want to do a little more. Get it done. I want to get the hamburgers too. What I like on the salmon. Put a little parsley on there. And then you can do Let's up a little parsley here. And that's your salmon plate. But if you like to, you can do like a little olive oil. And then you squeeze some lemon on the top. It's the healthiest meal. As you know, this has no salt at all on it, right? So it's up to you if you want to throw salt or not. So we'll just leave it like this. And if you want another thing you can do, give a little color. Sliced tomato here, and you're good. Now let's check our omelet here. only thing I'm gonna have to do, 1 second, I'm gonna go grab a plate. Hey, Marco, give me some crumble feta. I'm running out of plates. I'm gonna go Swiss cheese. As you know, listen, I just bought this, right, about 10, 11 bucks, but this thing here still stays cool. I love it. That's the kind of fun thing. This is our omelet, veggie omelet, Swiss cheese. As you see, very healthy, very nice, very good. Up here. Got the salmon, let's check our chicken. And then we're gonna jump into a potato salad, coleslaw. And I left this thing on the grill, on the stove, and it's very hot. Okay, let me see, I'm gonna replace that with another one. Thank you. Now we're on full speed over here. See that? That's how you tell your chicken. No thermometer, nothing. Another minute. You know what we're going to do in a second though? I'm going to try the thermometer so we can see how we're going to work on it. 7. Okay. It was, what did 5, 10 was? About 5 to 7 minutes for this piece of salmon. Depends how high your fire is. So we're going to put this on the side too. And we're done with all our salmon. So we've got plenty of food today. We're going to eat good. Okay, one trick you do, and you know something, I hope I have my glasses to see. Do me a favor, what's the number there?
120, 130.
It's not done. Gotta be 155 and up. That's because you can't tip it like this. You gotta turn it on the side and put it like this. That's how you tell. Even in the meat, that's how you check the temperature. On a steak, you don't do it on the top. Same thing, we still got time to go. Always sanitize your thermometer here because that's a raw meat there. Okay, we're good. I'm going to reduce that fire a little bit. Okay, now what I'm doing next, I have to move some stuff out so I can make the hamburgers. After I make the hamburgers, I make the potato salad and coleslaw. It's very easy. And then we'll just be done because one way to make a hamburger, if you want a plain, you want to say like maybe, I'll tell you in a second. You always get the little scales, but this is might be 4-ounce hamburger. If you want an 8-ounce hamburger for yourself, It's almost 1.25 inches thick. That's an 8 ounce. Like 3/4 of an inch should be like maybe 4.5. So now, what I want to do is just show you how you're going to cut. This is, I'm not going to make a plain hamburgers tonight, but I'm going to show you if you want to make a plain one quick. Look how you're going to do. You put it in a nice. Some people, they take the top of a big jar of mayonnaise. So, different people, they do different things. I got used to this stuff over here. So what I'm going to do, let me make a couple plain ones, and then I'm going to make some of those with little seasoning inside. So don't be afraid of any temperatures here, because it's 300-400 degrees here that kills everything. This is like a 4-ounce hamburgers. This is about 8-ounce hamburger. You see the difference, right? So you can go to the butcher, right? And you pick up like a piece of flat iron steak and go in the market. I don't know if they do it in the supermarket, but the butcher shops. And you tell the guy, like, please, excuse me, can you please grind this, so you know what kind of meat you get, because a lot of these ground beefs out there, they are, you know, they mix with all kinds of stuff, like, and the ground beef you buy in the market, the supermarket, that's has a dye in there. I hope you know that. They put a dye so they can look like red meat, because that's provided by the FDA. And so it's like you gotta get the butcher shop and the meat grinder people. They have to get a permission from they have to special license to get the dye. So don't think it's all meat in there who looks red. It's more fat than it's more fat than how you call it, and lean beef. Now, on this one here, I'll make a few hamburgers. This meat is halal beef. Show you guys, put it in there. So I'm gonna have to rush a little bit to catch up. So I'm gonna make hamburgers on this. You know something, I'm not gonna do it like this. I'm going to do something different. Onions and onions. Let me put a little salt and pepper on it. Sometimes what I do, I mix the salt and pepper together. What I'm going to squeeze the water out of this one. And put a little garlic. just a pinch of oregano. A little bit, this one over here, but a little salt, pepper. And this one, I'm going to put a little cilantro. Shut the chicken off. I'm putting cilantro in there and I'm going to put some parsley in it. And this is the parsley. Put a little mustard in it. Okay, we got that. I'm going to put 2 eggs. Don't do that, because you gotta know you can burn your eyelashes, you can burn your face, so you gotta be careful when you play with fire. That happened to me many times. Now I'm gonna try mush all this together. Some people put breadcrumbs. I'm not gonna put no breadcrumbs. And after that, we'll get it like this. So you got to be careful. You see, there was an eggshell in there. Guys, we're almost there, we're almost there. An extra 4 up here. Okay, we got that. Not gonna get. chicken. We got chicken here. Okay, we're all done with the chicken. I'm gonna get it back on. Okay, now I'm gonna get this two over here. I'm going to toss some of the buns here with a little olive oil. Okay. This is the bacon I had and I forgot what I put it before. You got to use any space you have. So now the bacon, we're going to cook the bacon here. to exhaust all this. Tomatoes. The red onion over here. Cheeseburger here. Okay, I'm looking for. For a nice egg on it. Oh, no, put it here. Put the egg right here. Couple pieces of bacon on the top. Okay, so we got the first hamburger here. See that? Just see this. Let's see who will be the lucky one to eat this hamburger. Who's going to be the lucky one? A little pickle with it. We're good. Now the next step, we got no room. We're going to put up here for now. Get the next, oh, up. Now the hamburger, we can leave that plain. You can put it with mustard, ketchup, whatever we want. Leave that right here plain. Look at the other one. We'll burn this ones. No, that's two-way done. Side. We're not going to use this no more. So we can make, now this is off, this is on. And I'm going to put this come over here and I'm going to start making my potato salad. This is done, it's done, that's done. Now let me quick make my potato salad. You see, anytime you leave your station, when you come back, you always have to change your gloves because nobody knows what you touch. You're the only one who knows. So to make people safe and secure, you have to change your gloves. That's right. That happens. Okay, I need a knife. Let me see if this knife is going to do it. Theo, you want to take that, please? Show you guys, this potato salad is the best. Break the potatoes with my hands. Okay, we have the carrots. So remember the carrots we cooked before? Put them right here. Little red onion. This is the potatoes, all right? Parsley. Make sure the parsley and everything like that, you wash all these spices, parsley, mint, everything, because they grow very close to the ground and so much dirt's on it. Okay, now, the other nice technique I liked on these ones here. It's a cucumber, I like to peel it. So far we put all the ingredients you saw. Parsley, the part cooked carrot, onion, potatoes, cucumber, small pieces. Put everything together. What I like to do, I usually like to use a little salt, white pepper, but right now I'm going to use black because I don't have it in my position right now. Now it's going to toast it like this. I use this is a low-fat mayonnaise, which you can't tell the difference from a regular mayonnaise. Put less mayonnaise. If you want more, add more to it. Don't put so much, and then you can like this. And I'm going to put a touch of white vinegar, which I like to put the vinegar when the potatoes, they're warm, because it absorbs the vinegar better. Right now we're still going to do a good job of. When the potato is warm, the vinegar's way, you can fill it better. Okay, one thing I want to do though, just want to try a little bit and make sure I have to do it one more time. I think it's great. So I'm going to put the potato salad right here. I'm going to clean my table a little bit, make a coleslaw, and then we're just going to come to the end. Just going to make the coleslaw right in here. This is going to be like, I done it like for summer dishes. That's the reason I did stuff. I didn't make no soups or anything like that. When I buy the shredded coleslaw, shredded cabbage, so sometimes inside they have little carrots, but you can easily do it like this. Carrot, pinch of salt. Now the next step is sugar. I had a sugar over here. Where I put it? Sugar. A little white vinegar. Don't kill it with the vinegar, because something you cannot take off. You can add to it, cannot take it off with sugar or salt. Toast it like this. This is not the potato salad or the coleslaw we use at Brothers Deli, so because you can always have that. So I'm going to show you different techniques for this. So now I think I'm getting to the close. So let me see, I'm just going to try my coleslaw a little bit. There's a different spoon, I use the same one, so as you know. Now we're going to make a little nice summery plate. So we could have done a little pasta salad too, but the time wasn't here. But little oregano. Little olive oil. And you can put, let me get one of those. One of these hamburgers on. If you like to put a piece of cheese on it, you can. You put a little parsley. And you have like this in a pickle. You got it, don't forget the pickle. And I think we've got a nice hamburger summer plate. This is the special hamburger we make. This is the other regular hamburger. That's a steak, steak and eggs, our potato salad, salmon omelette. That's one of the specialty cheeseburgers here with bacon, tomatoes, lettuce, eggs on the top. That's a medium rare one. We got the steaks, we got the grilled chicken. So we can make another plate now with you can do like this, all like summer plates. Potato salad. You put coleslaw. Couple pieces of chicken here. That's another beautiful plate. So we got the steak and eggs. Got the cheeseburger here. You can put a little potato salad. Potato salad goes with everything, I think. Okay, we got the omelette. We got that. Let me move some stuff out of the way, and then we're going to call the clerks to come in, Phil and whoever's out there, to join us to see what we've done for the night. We start moving some stuff back. See, I like to see my vegetables nice and good. Lemon back there. I can smell the parsley and the lemon. Move all this stuff out of the way. So now all this stuff, they were done in an hour and about 30 minutes. So we have a chicken, we have an omelette, we have a cheeseburger, we got a salmon, we got a steak and eggs, with something else, coleslaw, potato salad, and what else we did? I guess that's it. So I want to ask Mr. Phil or whoever's out there wanted to try the food. They're welcome. And I want to say thank you to everybody. And it was a great day. I feel bad for you guys working in the heat there with all this 100 degrees weather in the kitchen at Brothers Deli. I hope you enjoyed all this cooking. Any questions, you can find me at Brothers Deli and Lynn. Things that are very simple to cook. You have to be careful. You have to watch. You have to pay attention. But you cannot cook if you don't want to cook. You cannot go to work if you don't feel like working. I mean, everything has to be in you. You can't force yourself to do anything. You say, I want to be a cook. I can be an engineer. I can be a teacher. It's got to be inside you. That's the only way. Because that's the only thing I achieved in my life. I said, I checked to do a few things. I said, listen, I cannot do anything else except get involved in cooking, concentrate on cooking, because my mind was like, I know all my attention was there. Anything else I tried with no intention there, so I stayed with what I did, and I done very well. And met a lot of people, support my family, take care of the people as much as I can, anybody out there. So I guess it was a great thing for me. That's why. Stick where you know the best. I'm sorry we tried to rush to close the table, because I guess we're all hungry. But we're missing one person, which is coming right now. Phil, I'm sorry. We almost left you out. We almost ate without you.
We can't do that.
I know. Thank you. I was all so hungry, so I said, let's start it.
Food here. This is looking great.
Thank you. Thank you. You try anything you want. We have the steak sandwich. We've got that's a flat iron steak, which I love it. It's a little chewy, but yeah, I like it because it has more flavor than any other steaks. Like a skirt steak.
The big sausage, there was hamburger.
Yeah,
It was
like
cool.
a skirt steak and stuff like that. So we make the hamburger here with, if you want it, like it's a little medium rare, but there's like bacon, egg in there, stuff like that. I got an omelette. We got this. We got potatoes.
Would this be
coleslaw.
like a cookout?
Summer
variety
food, yeah.
type thing? Yeah.
Summer
Nice.
food, yes. Yeah, this is like very simple because it's all for the summer. I was going to make some soups and stuff like that, but it doesn't go for the summer. So
Yeah, yeah.
this is an idea, like, yeah.
It's one little chunk of this chicken right over here.
Please try anything you want. If you want to add more lemon to it, add more lemon to it.
This is good.
We got the salmon.
I just don't want to leave without eating something.
Oh, I know. I don't blame you. Let me see it.
Okay.
That's a little cool. That's why I like that.
George is the best.
If it was,
Okay, so take it easy.
thank you. If it was a little warmer, there would be much as well, but it gets cold, you know what I mean?
The way it is, good.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, thanks,
Glad we
guys.
got back on air.
I know.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. We're good? Okay, thanks, you guys. Thank you.